Hey everybody, how you doing? We're back. We're here for the final hour of trading on Wednesday, January the 25th, 2023. How you doing? We got the markets turning around quite nicely here from their opening drop. The Dow in
2023. How you
particular
doing?
is just gone green. We were this morning. The low today was at 33,273. We're at 33,751. So, 500 point, almost a 500 point comeback. We were down over 400 this morning. We definitely were. That was the low point at around, I guess about 10:53 today that we were down there. And it's been a slow, steady or nice, steady comeback ever since. And we're now up 12 points on the Dow Jones. And that move has turned a lot of stocks around. We also note right here that the S&P 500 is only down 1.9 points and NASDAQ is down 16. So these indexes, NASDAQ is down 0.15 of a percentage point. We were down over 2% this morning. S&P down 0.03 of a percentage point. So we have come back completely from this drift off here this morning. It all was caused by Microsoft. That started it. We also heard Boeing shares were off, and then we watched everyone else open lower. Tesla was lower this morning by $5. All turned around. Right now we have GameStop still down, but only down 63 cents at 20.77. Low on GameStop, 19.55. So a nice turnaround there. Volume, by the way, only 2.6 million. Very quiet. ATIP, look at this thing, 48.9. We're up 5.4 cents. This is the high of the day, just under 49 cents. A 5.4 cent gain on 335,000. More buying is coming in. The higher this goes, the more buying that will attract, because there will be the doubters going, maybe Bruce is right a month ago. Maybe I should have been buying this down here in the 20s. So it's definitely improving. Tesla, 145.82, up $1.93. The low on Tesla, 138.07, $7 comeback, 770. Keep in mind, the company releases their earnings after the bell today, and there's speculation here. The Tesla chart is identical to the Dow chart. We were down on the opening, and now we're up on the day. So it's identical. Tesla, though, is even outperforming the Dow with a 177 gain. The Dow right now is up 7, by the way. We're down 1.8 on S&P, down 17 on NASDAQ. Oil up 21 cents. All right. Other stocks, SoFi has gone green. It's 587, up 8 cents. This morning's low, 554. So this is a 33-cent comeback, just like with the Dow. It was down on the opening and is now powering higher into the green and going higher. 24.6 million. Not heavy. The selling stopped coming in. Apple, 142 a share, down 52 cents. That's coming back on. HBQ is green, up 38 cents to 28.78. The low today was 27.90. Nice 88-cent turnaround on a $27.8 stock. That's pretty good. Google down 251, slowly but surely making its way back. Moderna down 359. Cisco is green, up 13 cents. Pfizer, 36-cent gain, has been green almost all day. IBM is now just off 71 cents. Microsoft is down 6 cents. That's it. Microsoft is about to go green. It's already touched that green line. It's going to do it again. Low today, 230.90. We're at 241.90. So we're up $11 from the low today on Microsoft. Most interesting session here today. Never a dull moment. Thank you for the donation on PayPal. Who did that? Oh, Charles, thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. And again, you're welcome. Those of you out there who are watching here, sometimes you need an answer to a question that's just too long to type in the comment over here. Just send me a private email, and I'll try to get back to you during the break, or I'll try to answer your question on the air when I come back to the next show. Charles has an interesting scenario here. He's sitting on 16,000 SoFi right now. I mean, he's going, hey, man, it's looking good. What are your thoughts? Should I write an option now? I could write a $7 call and I could bring in a bunch of dough here. I could buy more stock with that money and keep averaging down. What do you think? On the other hand, if you do an option right at the moment, you might be limiting your upside, especially if with the earnings report due within the next few days. This is one of those dilemmas. I personally don't think anyone should be writing any calls on SoFi at the moment. I kind of think the downside has been had, and there's not a lot of downside to be had anyway for the stock. I think it's a 90% chance that we're going higher in the next 3 months and a 10% chance we're not going to go higher in the next 3 months. I'm not saying it's today, tomorrow, this week. I'm just saying overall, this stock is going to go higher. And why would you limit yourself at the moment? You've waited all this time. You've averaged down all these times, and you're about to be rewarded, I think, for your patience. I really do. The ME shares only down 6.5 cents on ME. Rocket Lab has gone green. It's up 1.5 cents to $4.98. Oh, we bottomed out this morning, unbelievably, at $4.72. We were $5.20 in the pre-market. We're back to $4.98 now. We got a ways to go yet, but it's coming. Matterport is up a penny here at $3.11. Smart Rent is green, up a penny, $2.88. Spire is green, up 3.5. These are all red this morning. They were all red. Cyxtera is only down 3.5 cents. It was down to $2.41. It's now $2.53. All have come back nicely. Amazon is green, up 61 cents. Home Depot is green, up 37. Netflix is green again, up 446 to 368. Vanek Vectors is green, up 52. Adobe only down $1.87 at 359. It was as low as 350 today, a $9 recovery, and it's still coming. Improving. Goldman Sachs is green at 349. Low today, 343.90. We have a Boeing green up 129. It's now at 213. Low today, 203. A $10 snapback on Boeing. Meta Platforms down 49 cents. Low today to 140.30. Now at 142.65. AMC is down 11 cents. The APE shares are up 7. Royal Caribbean down 13 cents, but coming back. Let's see what else. Target is green. JP Morgan is green. Costco only down 50 cents. Walmart only down $1 now. Disney up $1.80, gone green. Nvidia is green at 74 cents gained. Apple has been green all day. American Airlines has been green all day. It's up 33 cents. That down now 27 points to the good side. On the green side, we're up a point on S&P. We're only down 8 on NASDAQ. The buying is continuing to come in. We're only off 58 cents now on GameStop at $20.82, and this is in and around the high of the day. Shares have touched $20.84 for the high of the day, and that's kind of where we are right now on GameStop. ATIP 48.4, up 4.9. Tesla at 145.80, up 191. SoFi 586, up 7 cents. Apple only down 42 now at 142.11. HBQ up 39 to 28.79. Again, those of you who were able to in the last several days, and again this morning, rolled over your options. If you were able to buy back your call at a lower strike and write a higher strike call further down in time for more money, you are laughing right now. Even though the shares are going up, it doesn't matter. You're into higher priced calls. You are doing the right thing. If you continue to do this all day today, the market wants to keep running up. Take a look at the opportunity that might present itself for you to do a rollover. You buy back a call you wrote 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks ago that expires in February or March, and see if you can roll into a higher strike that goes into March, April, or May, even June, July. Take a look. Can you get more money in your pocket and a higher strike price? That's a double win. This is your job now, and way to go. Thank you, all of you out there who've been helping out with the thumbs ups. Christina, Uncle Bruce, I sold a Tesla call for March. A 145 strike. I got 10.05 for it. Nice going for 317. Christina, number 2. Richard is number 3. Not a lurker anymore. I'm number 4. Fantastic. And JR says, I think I'm number 4 as well. Okay, I got my number 5 thumbs up, says Mr. Parrish. Thank you all for coming through here. Number 6 for Spicy. FX is number lucky 7 here, not your SoFi. Just got some back here. Number 8, just like the morning show. Right on. Lorraine, I'm number 10. KC, number 12. Thank you all. Zach, number 13. So is Zed. Oscar, 14. Deep value. It looks like I think I'm 15 right now. Thank you all for coming through. Karen, 18. Amy, number 20. Beautiful stuff. And JR, okay, to the Uncle Bruce's point about your account value increasing while stocks go up. My account value is almost up $600 by doing nothing today. I'm $600 richer. I haven't done a dang thing, and that's the beauty of doing option writing. DQ, I'm number 21, and I am lurking. Right on. DQ, I rolled out of my Tesla calls from May 130s to December 150s earlier. Right on. Wing Commander 24, H. Gregory, I think I'm 24 as well. Let's see what's happening. Amy H, number 28. Mandu, number 30. Welcome all to the show. This is great. I bought back my call. I bought my call back for 190, made a 115 on it. When should I write another GameStop call? Anytime you're ready, just keep bringing the money. Maria Powell, number 33. Good day. Psychotropics, 35. Thumbs up. Christina, Chris, I sold a 145 on Tesla that expires 317. I got 10.05. This is a good trade. I'm not well versed with Tesla. Hey, that gets you a 155 price if you were to be surprisingly exercised. But the stock is 145.78. You got a $10 premium on this thing. Giddy up. Wing Commander, Uncle Bruce, in addition to buying back Microsoft 245s for 17 February for 460 profit, I wrote 240s for the same date for 545. Then I rolled Tesla April 130 into September 150 for 0 cost. Nice job. Fool what took. I'm number 40. JR, should be some fireworks today on Tesla. We will be waiting with eager anticipation. JR, wow, ATIP is at 49 cents. Look at that. Yes, sir. JR, my shares are up 22 grand. Nice. Wing Commander, also almost embarrassed to say this, but Uncle Bruce has been going on for a year at least about people sitting on a bunch of shares from their employer. I only realized 2 weeks ago he was talking about me. How about that? Oops, I'm not up 22 grand. I'm up 2,200, but it's 2,200 in your favor. Wing Commander, better late than never, huh? And Aurora, number 46 on the thumbs up meter. Number 47 for Miraculous, 48 for Options Nomads, other half. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. I love this. Markets are pricing in a 30% chance of a Fed fund hike pause. We are screwed. Septic pumping. Bobby, we're about to go to the moon here. Nicholas, number 55. Hawkeye, 55. Moon, what moon? There is no moon. Brew, 58. Thank you guys for these thumbs ups. Keep them coming. We're moving up towards 100 thumbs ups for the afternoon show, which we always strive to hit. You always come through for me. I appreciate it very, very much. Keep those thumbs ups popping here. That would be terrific. Those of you who are lurkers, those of you who are subscribers, we love you. Those of you who are members of this channel, we really love you. And please become one of our most beloved viewers by becoming a member today. If you could help us out with our membership numbers, we love to have members here. So it keeps us on the air. Let's see here. Bobby Joe. Oh, also Rocket Lab spike this morning was on first successful U.S. launch. That's right, their new rocket. Maria bought 300 Rocket Lab this morning and 2 HBQ Poorman cover calls, my first of those. Let's see. What else? Sean and Wendy got his amazing number 56 with a couple of neats behind that. And let's go here. Sky High Kite. What about buying back your call and rolling up for less money? Is that a win? GameStop 317.15. Where to roll? Are you talking about a deep in the money call? Is that what you're talking about? Or have you written this call? If you've written this call, you can look at April 15s, April 16s, maybe May 16s or 17s, June or July 17s or 18s. You might be able to move that high. Ricardo, number 66. Paul Jordan, number 27. Sky High, number 45. Charlie G, if you haven't scheduled a one-on-one with Uncle Bruce, then you are really limiting yourself. He can assist you. Invest in yourself. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate that. Karen D, I was able to buy back my March 17 GameStops at 415, and then I sold January 24th for 450. Not the best, but the GameStop 18 was making me nervous, so he moved it up. Okay, Sky High, one-on-one. I can see the value now. Nick Demorier, number 77. Thank you, man. Thank you for these thumbs ups. Somehow my ATIP is green. Let's go. Thank you, Uncle Bruce from Constantine. Mirko sold 2 Tesla 150 Decembers at 31.99. And 2 Tesla 150 June 24th at 41.19. June 24th. If Tesla drops after the earnings, I buy back maybe tomorrow. Otherwise, I took an interest-free loan from the gamblers. Not bad. No kidding. Beach Boy, Uncle Bruce, 23 meat looks tasty today, down over 2%. Any thoughts? Yeah, I mean, I'm just amazed that it's that cheap, but it is, and that's all I can say about it. I just, these some of these former SPACs are so cheap. I'm just blown away, and some of them are sitting on loads of cash. Matterport, Smart Rent, these guys are sitting on between them probably 700, 800 million in cash between the two of them. And they're, what are they? 309, 288. You got to be kidding me. That's a bargain. Spire 116, up 4 cents today. At least it's moving the right direction. Sextera 253, down 4 cents. They're coming back on. Matterport's only down half a penny. Rocket Lab up a penny at 498, cheap. The company has got back orders for hundreds of millions of dollars in satellite orders. That will grow dramatically. Just incredible. I don't know. What can I say? Nick, I can't wait to see everyone popping champagne tomorrow morning when Tesla tanks. Well, we'll find out. I mean, they might be 160. They could be 150. They could be 130. They could be 120. They could be all of the above in one day. I don't know. Just let's stick around, see what happens. GameStop 2068. We're only off 72 at the moment. High today, 2084. ATIP now 48. ATIP 48.8, up 5.3 cents with a 48.9% high, 48.9 cent high trade. We're right at the high here, 352,000 shares. Very interesting on ATIP. We're only 51 cents away from $1. And, getting from 25 to 48 is one thing. From 48 to $1, easier. It's actually easier to go from here to $1, believe it or not. Tesla 145.79, up $1.90. SoFi 584, up 5. Apple only down 42 cents. HBQ up 31. Thank you all for popping through here, hanging out with us. This is something. A headline here: commuting takes a significant bite out of the average worker's day. Here's what remote workers do with that extra time. Haven't we been talking about that for a year on this channel? Haven't we talked about that for at least a year on this channel? For those of you able to quit your day jobs or not go back to that cubicle, absolutely. Mirko, I also rolled 16 GameStop March 20s into June 21 and a quarters, and 4 April 1625s into July 18s with about 1,500 plus cash. And a couple of grand in strike. Today was a good day. Yes, indeed, sir. It was indeed. JR, Tesla's tanking. Nah. Tiff, any value between 125 and 132 would be nice for Tesla. DQ, markets all trying to go positive. Coyote, remote workers with their extra time, live, breathe. Yeah, DQ, extra time, trade options. Get even richer. How about that? Yeah, okay. We're negative 14 on the Dow, negative 4 on S&P, and negative 23 on NASDAQ, but we have come back a long way from the lows. We'll see if there's another wave of buying coming through here. 40 minutes to go before we shut down for the day. 2064 on GameStop, down 76. ATIP 48.8. Tesla 145.87, up 198. SoFi 583, up 4. Apple down 43, HBQ up 32. There you have it. Anything beats sitting in a car, traffic twice a day. Anything beats that. Beach Boy, MYTR. Or is that Matterport? Deuce Kabuski, number 62. Thank you for these thumbs ups. We now have the thumbs up meter showing 93 thumbs ups. If your computer is showing 60 something, you want to refresh your screen. Fantastic all. We're 7 away from 100 thumbs ups in the session, and we have 40 minutes to go in our session. So we're on our way to a good one. Maybe we can hit 150 thumbs ups on the afternoon show. That would be terrific. Yes, indeed, things are interesting today. That is for sure. JR Coyote, that says it all. No traffic sitting. Beach Boy Matterport at 309. Thank you very much. There you go. We've got ME still down 7.5. Rocket Lab down 2. Matterport at 308.5, down 1.5 cents. Smart Rent up a penny. Aspire up 3.5, and Sextero down 4. So we're very close to break even on these. We've come a long way back. These have all improved significantly from first thing this morning. So looking good there. Dow red again, a negative 20. Yep, she will jump about, but a buy program can add 150 points in 3 minutes. So this is a nothing burger. Larry Titus, hi all. I'm enjoying a downtime day in Pensacola. Traveling really makes you tired. NOLA day trip tomorrow, number 88. Thanks, man. Larry, welcome, pal. Mr. Premium of the option, I am thumbs up number 100, buddy. You got 100 again. Now we're at 103. Thank you all for helping out to get us through 100 thumbs ups for the afternoon show. We're gunning for more. That is good stuff. Thank you all. That is much, much appreciated. Oil up 50 cents today at 80, 60 something. We're not going very far on oil at the moment. Let's see. Way to go, Larry from JR. Glad you were with us to ring the bells. DQ, Larry, Titus have a bushwhacker and a chill. Larry, New Orleans, giddy up. Going to New Orleans tomorrow. Deuce Caboose, Spire was mentioned in a space report written by an analyst. They mentioned they were one of the quality space stocks. Interesting stuff. Spire is going to become, as I've said this a million times to you guys, time and time again, this is going to become a utility stock. This is going to be one of those utilities where it's like the cable company or like an internet provider. If you're in the satellite business, you have got to have a company like Spire looking after your satellites in orbit. They got to handle all the data. They have to handle all the trajectory information. It's really important to have a Spire to help monitor your satellites, especially if you're running 100 of them up there, in a ring around the Earth. You really got to have management. The amount of data that's going up and down is unbelievable. These guys are going to be just wonderfully paid. The checks never bounce. They have government contracts, military contracts, all kinds of them. But someday, the earnings will generate the kind of interest where we'll be talking about a PE multiple when they actually make money, the net profit, because they're still in a growth phase. But hey, we're early. What can I say? Beach Boy ME at 236. Thank you very, very much. Sell my house fast, Upper Marlboro 103. DQ Bushwhackers with a Pensacola beach drink, I believe. Constantine, looking forward to the Wednesday Gold Bagel Member Show. That's tonight, 8 o'clock, the Wednesday prime time with Uncle Bruce show for Gold Bagel members tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern time. By all means, join me for that. Sean and Wendy, Larry, you are close to us in our area. Gulf Breeze, enjoy New Orleans tomorrow. Fantastic. Cindy B, I rolled one of my Tesla calls from February to June from 135 to 145 for a profit of $550 a share in my pocket. $550 a contract to make that roll and move up 1,000 in premium. Nice move. Coyote, Sean and Wendy, God's amazing. New Orleans is my hometown as well. Beach Boy, Aspire at 116. Dunkashane. That's a nice buy right there. Picking it up. Well, we're down 38 on the Dow. We're down 7.5 on S&P, 36 on NASDAQ. Nothing too serious to worry about that. We'll see how things go with 35 minutes left in our session. GameStop down 79 cents. ATIP 48.8 does not seem to want to back off, up 5.3 cents today. 50 cents is our next target on ATIP. Tesla 145.02 up 113. SoFi up 3 cents to 582. And Apple 141.54. 141.54 down 90 odd cents on Apple. That's what we have here today, everybody. We'll keep an eye on that. I really am so pleased. I made a comment this morning. I don't know if you missed it or not, but I think it was Wing Commander was able to buy back Microsoft contracts he wrote less than a week ago. He hauled in over $1,300 on 2 contracts, and he bought them back for something like $400. He made over $800 profit on 2 contracts on Microsoft. Now, he's an employee of the company and he owns shares. He was able to write on these stocks and bring in this money, which is great. He's written since a new contract. But the thing he said to us that he commented on that stuck with me was, in less than 1 week's time, on 200 shares, he made more money on the options he wrote and bought back than the last 3 years of dividends combined. That was powerful, really powerful. And this is not a Microsoft only story. This is absolutely typical of what's happening to millions of Americans out there who are sitting on hundreds of shares of stock that they've acquired over the years as employees of dozens, hundreds of companies, and a number of which do pay a dividend on their stock. And the amazing part is that there are employees of companies out there who are getting 2%, 2.5%, 3.5% returns from their dividends on the stock that they've acquired over 15, 20, 25 years. Not knowing that, in theory, what they could do is they could be writing options against these shares. Now, the options they would write, in theory, could be on stock that is tied up inside of 401k accounts. This is where you haul in dividend premium inside your retirement account on top of the dividend premiums you're bringing in inside that account. Again, towards your retirement. This is all towards building your retirement. But the thing is, you can write calls that can haul in 5 to 10% in a month in premium money versus 3% a year in dividend money. So you think about a retirement account where you're sitting on $110,000 worth of value and you're 15 years away from retiring. How in God's name are you going to take 110 grand and turn it into enough money to live off of? It's not going to happen at 3% a year. I can guarantee you that. It's not going to happen. But if you can write call options on these shares starting now, then you can haul in 5% every month, for example, conservatively 5% a month. That's $5,500 a month of income coming in on stock you're sitting on. I mean, come on, you can use that cash to buy more of the same stock, and every time you get 100 shares more, you write another call option. When the dividends come in, that gets put into more stock. The yields come in, the returns come in from option writing, that gets put into more stock, and you'll find that within a year, instead of writing calls where you're hauling in 5,000 every month, you're going to be hauling in 7,000 a month at the end of the year. That's 84,000 a year. That's going to go up to 9 to 10,000 a month. That equals 120,000 a year of income. Think about this: a $110,000 account today, in 2 years, is going to grow by 120,000 a year. Now you're retired. Now you're thinking retirement. Now it's clicking. You got 250 grand of value. That is going to run up to $500,000 in value, $1 million in value, $2 million in value. By the time you do retire in 7, 8, 10, 12 years, you got millions of dollars in your account now, all tax-free generated growth. Now you will start getting ready to retire. This is available for millions of Canadians and Americans. They don't know about it. They don't have a clue that they can do this with their own stock, that they can write options on stock they're not going to sell. They're holding for the long haul anyway. Stock they're acquiring through deductions at work with the employer matching all the time. Some of you out there have got really juicy deals with your employers where once a year your employer buys stock for you in your savings account at work through a retirement plan and whatever it is, and you get it for 15% of the lower than the lowest price of the year, or at the low of the year. I mean, there are some really juicy deals out there to build a stock position up, and they just sit there. The stock just sits there, and no one makes any money off of them. You can't, you don't write any contracts. Now, in some cases, let's be fair, there are people out there who are working hard for a living and they're building up a stock position, but they're not allowed to do anything with it. They've been held back by whatever agreement they have in their savings account. They can't write options against it. It's not allowed, which is bunk as far as I'm concerned. That is complete bunk. So to me, there comes a point in time where you reach a certain age and you have a certain number of shares, and you have to do it. You have to analyze this for yourself and think to yourself: if I quit my job in the next month or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, and I put my notice in, I will be able to take out of this company all the shares I've earned. They've been vested. How many are they? You have to do some calculating here. You may find that you have 1,000 shares, 3,000 shares, 8,000 shares. It all depends on the company you work for. I have no idea. But you may find that you can write 8, 10, 12, 15, 30, 40, 50 calls on a stock position that you've built up over decades. And you may find that by writing calls, 50 calls at a time on a stock like Apple or Microsoft or others, there's more money coming into you from option premiums every month than from your paycheck. And it might be better, you might be better off quitting your job. And you may turn around and hire yourself out as a consultant without the perks, but just a salary, and get your stock and write on it at the same time. So you're still doing the same job, but now you are generating revenue from your stock. Hello. That is a nice little bonus. The stock generated money is inside an IRA or a 401k or whatever that is, but your job on the outside is a day job. You may also find that, well, if you're working for company A as an employee, you now quit that job and you self-manage your own assets, which is still inside a retirement plan for another 5 or 10 years. You leave it there. You may find that you can find a day job with another outfit on a consulting basis where you work from home. And that way you can hang out with the Uncle Bruce show all day long, Monday to Friday, learn and trade your options and stay on top of your option market while working as a consultant on the side. There's also that. I mean, there's so many possibilities out there for some of you, but I am appalled by how many hard working people out there are getting nothing for all of the stock that they have acquired over decades, especially those stocks that don't pay a dividend. I mean, that's ridiculous. The ones that do, you really can enhance your returns dramatically. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. When ATIP hits 50 cents, we should all buy 100 shares all at the same time. That'll run that market. Sean, Pensacola is about 25 minutes away, and NOLA is 3 hours away. Beautiful city for New Orleans. Beach Boy, CYXT 254, muchos gracias. Christina, also, I bought back 13 of my poor man covered calls on GameStop. It was a $19 strike. Bought back for $3.10, and then I waited, and GameStop went back up, and I sold the same contract again for $3.45. So nice, 35-cent little profit, $35 times 19. That's not quite $700. Marcus, number 108, thumbs up, Bruce. Some companies have insider trading provisions that prohibit trading of derivatives, calls and puts, and shorting of stocks. That's when you reach a certain level of shares and you walk and you take them with you. And you write on the outside because you make more money writing than you can working. I mean, it's just so simple. Wing Commander, don't forget, by the way, Marcus, let's go back to this comment. Don't forget, there are people out there who have, say, they have, say, 2,500 shares of a company that they've accumulated. If they could write contracts, they could write 2,500 at a time. They quit their jobs, they sell their stock, They buy deep in the money calls instead, and now they write 50 covered calls at a time because they have 50 deep in the money calls instead of 2,500 shares, and that cinches the fact that you're not working for them anymore. Wing Commander, by the way, I had a training session. Earlier today. I was in a breakout room with some folks. We were supposed to play a snake oil salesman. Ended up talking for half an hour about options. Everybody listened. Beach Boy. Smart Rent 289. Merci beaucoup. Wing Commander with bated breath channeled Uncle Bruce after being here for 2 years. But it was not that hard. Uncle Bruce, you might be getting some new customers soon. There you go. Matthew, good afternoon, folks. Number 112 on the thumbs up meter. Way to go. Bobby Atkinson got my new Poor Man cover call at lunch today. I'm up to 9 out of 20 for the year. Up to 9 out of 20 for the year. GameStop was 21.12, and I purchased a January $8 call for 12.30. Wrote an April 20 for 365. Hawkeye Pierce, I like your training session story, Wing Commander, especially the everyone listen part. Wing, people just don't realize that there is more to holding stock in the company you believe into. That's correct. That is correct. You've got to be paid rent to hold something. Why are you giving free rent to stock in your account? I don't understand it. No, it's time to be earning money to be a shareholder above and beyond just being a shareholder. It's nice to be loyal, but boy, it's great to be paid. It really is. JR, if Wing mentioned Uncle Bruce and he will become the new snake oil, is he trying to sell? Oh no, Bobby, my year goal is 20 writable contracts, Uncle Bruce. I'm up to 9 now. I got 9 and I need to get to 20. Oh, I see now. Well, the beauty part here is that when you do rollovers now on 9 at a time and you haul in $1 more, you're hauling in another $900. You bring in $1.50 more, it's $13.50. That might be enough to buy another deep in the money call. You write another one, now you're up to 10. Yeah, these calls buy you calls. These calls let you buy more calls, and they start to really compound. It's like compounding interest on the interest on the interest. Way to go. Once you get to 20, you're going to be buying 2 or 3 at a time when you do rollovers. When you get to 30, you're buying 3 or so at a time. You get to 50, you're doing 5 at a time. It just grows out, and you get big fat raises each time you do these. Nicely done. We're down 89 cents on GameStop at 2052. The Dow is off just 16 points. The S&P down 5, NASDAQ down 33. That's what we have right now on this market. Those of you who are figuring out, gee whiz, from the job I have, I know I've got a bunch of stock, or I've put money in for years into my employment thing, and my boss matched a certain percentage of it. I've got ETFs. I own all these ETFs that are exchange traded funds that this money just goes into. You could theoretically transfer them to an account that you have. It's a sheltered taxable account. You might be able to do that and write on those. You might make a move where you decide, I'm going to sell those ETFs because they're inside a retirement plan. I don't have any capital gains if I sell them. And I'm going to turn around and buy deep in the money calls on Apple, Tesla, GameStop, Cisco, Pfizer, HBQ. I'm going to write on those. I'm going to make my retirement account start writing contracts using poor man covered calls as the method to do it. Hey, why not? This is supposed to be the retirement pot at the end of the rainbow. Why don't you make that pot a bigger pot and get on it? Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It might speed up your retirement day. See, it's something a lot of people don't think about. They go, well, I got 60 grand in that account. I got 30 grand in it. I got 17,000, whatever the number is. And it's growing by 5% a year, 8% a year. Yeah. But if you can make it grow 5 to 10% a month now by self-managing it, why don't you manage it? Maybe your retirement is 5 years sooner than you thought. Maybe it's 10 years sooner than you thought. And it's a lot more lucrative than you ever thought. Your coworkers are going to keep slaving away at their jobs for years and years and years. And by the time they get to 55, 60, 65, you may have been retired for 15 years already. Or you retired at 55, they retired at 55, and they're sitting on 200,000 in a pension fund, and you're sitting on 2.6 million in a pension fund. It's a whole different world. self-manage this. Mirko, Bobby, it's Jan 25, so you have a little time to get 11 more. Maybe it's time to raise your target to 30 or 40. Bobby, 20 per year. Mirko, my guess is you're 20, maybe the end of March. Karim, I'm up to 12 calls that I can write now. Seems like making the building to the next 20 is a bit more difficult than getting to where I am now. JR, the Spider SPDR ETFs have a lot of good option premiums. They are sector specific, and I've made some money off of them. Check out my answer to Amy H on Discord about this. There you go. Fantastic stuff, everybody. Way to go. Keep it up here. We're down 13 on the Dow. We're down 94 cents on GameStop. ATIP 48.2. Tesla 144.40 up 51 cents. SoFi 582 up 3. Apple up down 80 on Apple 141.73, just down 80 cents. HPQ 28.72 up 32 cents. The Google shares down 272. Moderna down 350. Cisco up 15. Pfizer up 37. IBM down 82. Microsoft down 124. ME is down 7.9 cents. Rocket Lab down 6.5 cents. Matterport down 2 cents. SmartRent is up a half a penny. Spire's up 2.5. Sixterra only down 1.5 cents today. That is what we have on a majority of the stocks we like to follow around here, with the Dow off just 15 points. Tesla comes out with earnings after the bell. The bell will be rung in 19 minutes, everybody. 19 minutes to go. And I'm hopeful that many of you, and I suspect many of today, have been able to do rollovers today, and I congratulate all of you. Taking advantage of the dip that came to us this morning with a 400-point Dow drop that has been eliminated. We're only down 26 now. Very interesting day. Dude is saying next month, Uncle Bruce, next month I'll be buying more lessons, and I'm learning so much. I just got to retain everything to calm my nerves. Got exercise today on 3 in the money calls I wrote. Wing Commander, Uncle Bruce, you can be so inspirational. Where did you learn how to do this? I don't know, probably through my dad and people I've worked with over the years. I don't know. I really don't know. But, if you're talking to your fellow employees about, what you're doing, you're giving them every opportunity to learn all about it. They can take the classes at their leisure, watch them as many times as they want. And if it helps them out, where else can you possibly figure out how to retire 10 years sooner, 20 years sooner, with way more money in your retirement account for $150 lessons? I mean, really? Not that I title the lessons, how to retire earlier. It just makes sense, doesn't it? It just makes pure basic sense that if you can build the value of your assets, whether they're in retirement accounts or whether they're in regular outside accounts, you can grow those faster than doing nothing. You think you're going to be better off in a few years? I would say so. Yeah, absolutely. Dude, I'll buy back tomorrow after the cash settles, and I'm going to write again. No problem. Meantime, I took in premium on other contracts. Right on. Beach Boy, Rocket Lab at $4.91. Tuda Taba. Mirko, Beach Boy, are you loading up on these former SPACs? It sounds like you're loading up on these former SPACs. He could be. I don't know. Yeah, what I find amazing is how I remember years ago, I would talk to clients of mine, and they would be working with some of the best employers in the city and town that I was a broker in, Calgary, Alberta. We're talking about oil country up there. And I remember during the good days, when oil was really rolling and companies were making nothing but money in Calgary, the guys who drilled for it, the guys who refined it, the guys who retailed it, the companies that reworked old wells and cleaned them out and got them producing at much higher efficiencies. I mean, anybody in the oil patch, anybody, the guys insuring the oil patch, the you name it, the bankers, the lawyers, the accountants, all these outfits were making money. And a lot of companies in Calgary were offering really generous employee benefit packages to retain quality people. They'd pay a competitive salary, no problem there, and then they would offer them, for every dollar you put into the company savings plan, we'll put in $2. Like, we want you to save for retirement. That was kind of the plan from the management of the company. They wanted to share, a better life for their employees. And you give us 20 years of your time from, say, age 25 to 45 or 30 to 50, you're going to save a lot of money with us. But they would offer them then, stock in the company that they could acquire and so on and so forth. Then these companies would go public, or they'd already be public. And these folks, the hope was, cross your fingers, that, as the company grew, your savings would grow. And I knew clients of mine who would call me up and say, we just found out that our company is being acquired by another company, and we're being bought out at like top dollar. And so my retirement account, I started it 5 years ago, and I put in like 10,000 of my dollars into this thing so far. They put in 20. It was worth 30, and by the time before the offer came in, my account was worth $60,000 because we value, and I just got bought out. We're getting bought out for 90. So my savings account is worth $90,000, and I'm 38 years old. Way to go! I'd say just keep pouring in the cash and keep growing this account. But there were other firms that weren't so generous, and people were after 15 years, they had 18 grand in savings, and this was considered a good deal. And I'm thinking to myself, how are you going to retire? Because in those 15 years you've worked for the company, the house you lived in, the house you have that you bought for 220 grand in 1980, whatever, it's gone from 220 to 320. To buy a new house is 320, 350. You have to be 50% richer now than you were before to have the same lifestyle. How's this going to happen with your retirement at $18,000? I don't see it. People were not putting in extra money to save. They thought their boss's retirement plan was good enough. And there are so many examples of companies, who've had good years and bad years, and good decades and bad decades, where stocks just didn't perform, or did perform, and then they leveled off for 5 or 8 years. The bosses got richer because they got cash bonuses. They got stock options that were much more juicy than the lower rung employees. And these folks, when they hit their 50s and were senior vice presidents, were sitting on multi-million-dollar savings accounts. But the employees, who were the grunts, were sitting on tens of thousands of dollars of savings. Yet the firm would say, look, times 2,000 employees, all this money we put in, that's millions and millions of dollars we've given these people. And yeah, that's true. But they can't retire on any of it. That's just going to supplement their pension money that they're getting from the government of Canada. And they're hoping that that will be enough to pay bills. This is where you have to decide for yourself, or you may know employees or fellow friends at work saying, hey, I want to take control of your life and run your own account. Look what's happening at this little YouTube channel. I mean, he's live twice a day during the market. You can watch his classes in the evenings or on weekends. Hang out with this guy from time to time. Watch the rerun of a show and learn how this is done for yourself. You're not going to get. No one's going to make you a millionaire. Nobody will make you. You got to do it yourself. I'm not saying you're going to become a millionaire being an option writer, but I don't think you're going to go broke doing it. I think you're going to make money, and you can do better being an option writer than not being an option writer in these markets. Anyway, that's my thought right there. What else we got going on here? Dude, my parents were in direct sales, so I have mastered the rant. So many inspirational sales tapes on road trips with my parents. Matthew, ATIP is building steam once the Fed announces a 25 basis point hike. A lot of things are going to jump. Mirko, by the way, where is Alberto? Already at the club working his tail off, or what? Untamed Viking, I've talked to 50 plus coworkers about options writing. Only 2 want to listen to anything I have to say. and they all want the money they see me making. They all want the money they see me making. Only 2 out of 50. Matthew, Alberta works at a club, or does he own a club? Larry, DQ, you're making me miss AMS so much. I sent you over a few of my favorite things to see, eat, and drink. JR, Matthew, I think he owns and works. Gonna have to check out his act sometime myself. Mirko, Matthew, he's working there, mostly pole dancing, laugh out loud. It's a joke we had a few weeks ago. Matthew's laughing out loud. JR, yeah, it's all a joke about Alberta filling in for Uncle Bruce while he was on his way to California or at the airport picking up Auntie Jen Jr. Couldn't do his show, etc. Alex, better late than never. Thumbs up, number 120. Thank you, Alex, for number 120. Hopefully we can hit 150 thumbs ups today. We need 30 or so more, I guess. So 10 minutes to go in our session. We have 122 thumbs ups now and 28 more. We got 150 for the afternoon show. That would be huge. We're down 60 on the Dow, down 9 on S&P, down 38 on NASDAQ, but we are way off the lows. Way off the lows. GameStop is down 105 to 20. 35. ATIP 48.4, up 4.9 cents. Tesla is at 144.97, up $1.08 today. SoFi is up 3 cents to 5.82. Apple down 88 cents at 141.65. HPQ is up a quarter at 28.65. Hector, I was number 84 today. Kareem, a coworker was upset about being down on his portfolio. I suggested writing calls. He said, I'll be back to talk to you, and he never came back. Christina, Uncle Bruce, are you going to stay on for Tesla earnings release? Yes, I am going to stay on for the Tesla earnings release. I am as curious as all of you are to see how the shares perform in the after hours and how the numbers come out. Yeah, I'll be on for the release of those numbers. Yes, fun times. I know that through the 80s and the 90s, there were a lot of companies that got created. They like Compaq Computer came out of nowhere in Texas, went public and made employees a lot of money. And unfortunately, Compaq Computer eventually topped out and then backed off, and employees saw their millions turn into thousands again. But they were locked into their stock, and I don't know if they were able to take their shares elsewhere and sell them off or write options against them. No idea, but that was the 80s and the 90s. Today, everything is on a platform. I mean, theoretically, if you can transfer shares that you own in your company, the company you work for, to a platform trading account that you have in your pocket, you're able to trade options on your stock that you own. That would be a good thing. And if you can convert the stock into deep in the money calls and leverage up and write even more contracts, there are people out there, I am sure, who are thinking, Bruce, I might be able to quit my day job if I did that. I have 5,000 shares of whatever company I work for. I bet you that instead of writing 50 calls, I might be able to write 85 calls, because I could turn 5,000 shares into 85 deep in the money calls. And I could write 85 contracts at a time. If I can clear $2 a month on my 85 contracts, that's $17,000 a month. Why am I working? That's $200,000 a year without even adding to it. Why am I working? I'm 53. I'm tired. Kids are gone. We're empty nesters. Hold it a minute. This can't be right. And it is right. I tell you, there are many Americans out there working for no good reason anymore. I'm telling you. JR, account up 800 now. Shoot the moon. JR, going to the rocket here. Wing Commander, when you say that Alberto is working his tail off, does that mean what I think it means? Mirko, Wing Commander Saga, I like your thinking right there. But, it comes down to the bottom line. If you want it, you're going to get it. If you don't want it, you're going to leave it behind and you're going to go somewhere else. And so many people leave opportunities at the door. They don't even answer the door. There are opportunities waiting for you. You got to look into it, and that's all I can do. What can I say? Tesla up 20 cents, 144.09. We're backing off a little at the end of the day. 6 minutes to go. Tesla looks like it'll be unchanged, and we're going into the earnings report, and we'll find out what the market thinks about that. That's all there is to it. We're down 111 on GameStop, 2029, 40-point down dip on the Dow. Yeah, not as bad as it was a few minutes ago, but, we're not going anywhere fast here. We got SoFi up 2 cents, Apple down 88. S&P down 10.5, NASDAQ down 45. And there you are. Boy, yeah, I would love to talk to any group out there. If there's a group of employees that I can do a presentation to, or there's a investing group through the office that you're part of, or you guys are part of a group of people that talk once a month about investing. You want to bring me in as a guest speaker virtually, through virtual. I'd be happy to talk about option writing if it's possible. It's a question of timing, and I am on the air a lot, but whatever. Or folks can just watch here. There's always that. Anyway, Wing Commander, I might have jumped the ship on my Microsoft covered calls. Had a limit order for $5.95, changed to $5.45. I was too busy talking about writing calls to watch the market. Not worried one bit. They'll come to me. That's true, Matthew. I'm waiting for those ATIP 19 January 24 2.5s to trade at 40 cents so I can write. That's what I'm waiting for. Giddy up. Well, 47.1 is where we're at now, up 3.6 cents on the day. Dow's up, only down 24 points now. The Dow's now down 20. We got 4 minutes to go. The Dow's trying to break even on the day right now. Tesla is up 37 cents. SoFi up 2. Apple down 67. HBQ up 26. So that's what's going on here. Let's see. Mirko, Elon is looking into raising another $3 billion to take care of some Twitter debts. I'm wondering how he's going to do that. Maybe sell more Tesla. Thought he wouldn't do that till 2024. Laughing out loud. I bet you, I don't know if he can bring in that kind of money, but if Elon were to write options, he'd make money. But I don't think he's allowed to write options. He's probably not under SEC rules. He probably can't do that. So he has to have the blackout periods where he can't do anything. Christina Mirko, where did you see that? Alberto, I'm here, dang it, says Alberto. It's all fun and games until I fall off the pole. I only have two hands, one for holding, one for trading. Uncle, you can begin right now. Thank you, Alberto. I appreciate that. Market Watcher Barron's, I think I saw that he needs another $3 billion. I don't know. I heard that Twitter is behind on rent with various landlords. Don't know what's going on there. Private company now, not a public company anymore. I have no idea what to make of it. GameStop down 112, the Dow down 25. We have 3 minutes to go. ATIP up 3.6 cents, Tesla up 34, SoFi up 1 penny at 580. Apple down 74, HBQ down 27. Wayne Commander, all the lawsuits he's facing. Bobby, let's welcome to the stage Alberto. Yeah, giddy up, kids. Well, we'll see how it goes. There's a lot to watch with Mr. Musk and Tesla and SpaceX and Tesla solar panels and the cars and the trucks and the pickups and the new factories and the government tax write-offs and the price cuts. And I mean, yeah, this is quite the company with a lot of stuff going on. Alberto's loving all this. Matthew, welcome, Alberto, to the show. Mirko, a nose diving on stage. Man, that must hurt. 2 minutes left in our session today. Thank you for these thumbs ups here. We now have 134 thumbs ups for the afternoon show. We love hitting 100. Getting 34 on top of that is cool stuff. If we get 16 more, we'll have 150 thumbs ups for the afternoon show. That's pretty cool. Thank you all for coming through on that for us. Let's say thanks all, says Alberta. I'm laughing on all this. Pulse Guitar, today I learned it takes overnight for deposits to show up as buying power becomes. I have margin enabled at Fidelity. Weird, anyone else experience this? Wing Commander, tail working equals accomplished. Bobby Atkinson, off to my AMA birthday party, cake night, or off to my OMA birthday party. Right on. Way to go, Bobby. Bobby, see you all in prime time. You got it tonight, 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel members. I'll be on the air tonight for Prime Time Live. Make sure to join me for that. And we'll talk about today's day and Tesla's earnings and what's going on. And we'll figure it out. We got a lot to follow here, a lot to track down. We'll see how it all works out. Thank you all for being with me today with 1 minute left in our session. We're down only 9 points on the Dow. We're now green on the Dow. We're only a couple of points off on the S&P 500. So a big surge at the end of the day looks like it's coming through. The Wing Commander says Twitter not paying vendors or severance. JR, where else can a person get a big S chicken fresh off the spit? Costco. Larry Titus, the bells have rung. Bruce, we're done. Uncle Bruce JR says won't be on the show tonight, but we will give a thumbs up when I get to it tomorrow. Band practice. You'll be there tomorrow. Gotcha. But Mirko, Elon Musk considers raising up to $3 billion to pay off Twitter debt. Report is on Market Watch. JR, them's the bells. Larry, thank you. Constantine, have a good night, everybody. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. I'll see you all tonight. Wing Commander, yuck. What's that? Elon, not what I meant to write, by the way. Okay, it's all good. We've got Tesla sitting at 144.40, up 51 cents. Let's see how the market closed here. See if I get my big ass iPad to coordinate and update with everything. I see the Dow up 9.75 points at the moment. The Dow gained 9.75, S&P down 0.78, NASDAQ down 20 points. So definitely improvement there. Tesla 144.54, up 11 cents right now. I'm going to take a look at, see if I can get this on CNBC. I'll get the aftermarket quotes on Tesla firing up here. Dow turns positive in the final minutes of the last hour. Let's see. Let's go. Yeah, stocks cut losses in the final hour. All right, over to Tesla, TSLA. Let's see how Tesla is trading in the after hours. 144.40, down 3 cents on 562,000 at the moment. We'll see what the after hours reports will bring. Our Alberto, dang it, forgot I'm an hour behind. No dang on trades. Thought nothing much there. JR, Uncle Bruce, if you run a paper trading account on Thinkorswim, you can have real-time data. Wing Commander, I was trying not to curse. Cindy B, Senator Manchin said he would introduce legislation to delay the implementation of the new EV tax credit. It's not going anywhere. That's not being sponsored by anybody. It's not being seconded by anybody. And he doesn't have the votes anymore. I think that's dead in the water. 144.69 on Tesla, 144.71, up 28 cents, it looks like, at the moment. Waiting for earnings on Tesla to come out. Mirko, Alberto, the only thing rolling today is your Harley, but there's always tomorrow. Don't panic. There you go. Wing Commander Mansion is one of those reasons nothing got done during the past 2 years. Dude, JR, did you look into that Roth conversion ladder? Does that apply to you? I've heard there's another method called the backdoor Roth. Alberto, Mirko, you are correct. Tomorrow will be the day. JR, I think Mansion is out to lunch these days. Wing Commander, well, not nothing but little. Right on. 144.60 on Tesla, up 17 cents at the moment. Seems to be what is going on. 144.60.61 on Tesla. Waiting for earnings to be released to see what the market thinks about that. Let's go over there, and I'm showing it at 144.74, 144.76, up about 20-something cents on Tesla. Tankstrap, Brault's Guitar, I don't have margin account, but yes, buying power is settled cash, although if you're buying stock, that's over 5, I believe it's all, it is that you can use unsettled cash too. Alberta, 144.65, 144.75. Yeah, Pulse Guitar. But to buy something like ATP, the cash has to be settled, says Tankstrap. All righty, 144.70 to 78, 144.89, up 39 cents. Drifting higher, just ever so slightly, but I think we're going to see a big move on Tesla. I guess we will once we know the numbers. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on. JR Dude Face, thanks for the reminder. I have been a bit overwhelmed these days, but it got me thinking I could just take distributions and roll them into the Roth in my brokerage account at any rate. Beach Boy, Alberto, you might want to ease up on the pole dancing primo, just saying. Alberto, 145 on the thumbs up meter, or 145 on the stock. Either or, that's what we see. Always learning something, laughing out loud. 145.50, 145.10, 145.40. I got 3 different prices right now all over the place for Tesla. That's what I'm seeing, what I'm reporting, what I've noticed, 145.75. See what happens with these Tesla shares and the report. Splayer, good night, y'all. Take care, buddy. Alberto, Beach Boy. I tried calling. I believe Discord requires a Wi-Fi connection. Dude, both these Roth conversions are ways to roll from 401k to IRA to a Roth, I believe. Glad to be of service. JR, TOS is saying 144.43. I've got 145.50, 145.30, 145.49. Alberto 145.60. Now I see 145.30, 145.40, 145.50. Three different prices from three different sources. No idea. But these are nothing moves. These are pennies. I'm looking for dollar moves here after this comes out. So let's see what gives. Let's go. Tesla RSI bouncing wildly. Beach Boy Alberto. Yeah, it does. Go figure. JR. It has a red candle bouncing up and down. Dude, now the question is, what is Alberto's stage entrance music? What's that going to be? 145.75, 145, 144.48. You tell me what it is. We're all over the place. Yes, there it goes. Yikes, there it goes. Zit Wing Commander. It is jumping between 144 and 146. Alberto, who's bouncing? 145.05, 145.15, 141.90. I got a 141 quote, 142.90. You tell me what you going to do when the rug man gets you, Zach. Eye of the Tiger. Tesla's falling, says Nick. 145.20, 141.90, 145.07, 143.18. We're all over the place. Mirko 141.23. Have a good one, folks, from Larry Titus. I'll find a bushwhacker and enjoy it around the fire tonight. JR bouncing all the way down past 142. Wing Commander bouncing in the red candle. This is the name of the dance I used to perform. Alberto, I like Pink Floyd, another brick in the wall. Nick, Tesla doesn't know which way it's going. Zach, later, Mirko, it's all over the place. 144.50, 144.65, 144.98. Yeah, we're all over the map on it, waiting for a release. Tesla, fourth quarter adjusted earnings per share, 119 versus consensus 113. Tesla fourth quarter revenue, 24.3 billion versus consensus 24.6 billion. So lower revenue, higher net earnings. What do you think? Coyote, Tesla, fourth quarter revenue, 24.3 versus estimated 24.1. Tesla beat estimates, but falls. Nick, red, green. JR, great name for a club, Alberto. The red candle. Alberto, JR, I'm laughing. Beach Boy, Larry, mind the shrubberies. Mirko, Tesla is doing the Morse code. 143.80 on CNBC, 144.65 on Yahoo, 144.21 on Marketplace. So that's what I'm showing. You tell me what you're showing on Tesla, and we'll see where this thing is really headed. It looks like it's higher. Definitely 145.68 on Yahoo, up 125 over there. 146 on MarketWatch, up 107. And 145.90 up 147 on CNBC. I think she's going to run, says Deep Value Dude. The club is called the Red Candle, but it has a green door. Wing Commander. So Tesla, are you up? Nick, Mirko, SOS. Matthew, options in Tesla are going to get destroyed. JR, going green now. Alberto, dude, I'm liking it. 146.77 on CNBC, up 234. 146.14 on Yahoo. 148 on Spy on MarketWatch, up 411 over there. So we're seeing green. It's a question of whether it's $2, $3, or $4. 149 on MarketWatch. 149 on Yahoo, 146, 147 on CNBC. Uncle, you have taught us, who cares, up or down? We make moolah. You're the freaking goat, and that's what's going to happen. 149 on the stock right now. It doesn't matter what direction it goes. Even if it pops and you buy it at 155, you write 160s and take the higher premium, because there might even be higher premiums available because of the up move. So who cares? You'll get richer no matter what. 149.31 up 488 on CNBC, 149.28 on Yahoo, 148.87 on MarketWatch. So far, that's what I'm noticing here. The 150 level is the next one to breach. if it's going to happen. 149, 149.08. I'm seeing quotes now in that level. 148.75, 149.25. So we're jumping around everywhere on this stock. It's jumping everywhere. 3 million traded according to CNBC. That seems to be it. Up 339 to 147.82 now, as we are just bouncing about everywhere. Wing Commander, imagine the fun hedge funds are having with algo trading right now. Alberto, please assign me, please. Rugman, go take some time off. Wing Commander, scalping dollars in both directions. DQ late. Thank you to Larry Titus from DQ. Mirko back to 146, 145. 146. It's backed off to $3. Around and around we go. Nick Dumouriez back to red. Mirko 144. Wing Commander 144. Alberto DQ, where you been? Shoveling snow here. 144.30, 143.64, 143.50. We're down negative again. DQ, what are we watching? Tesla? What's going on with this thing? Exactly. The craziness of the aftermarket is on full display right now. And we'll probably see this for a while. IBM posts solid results. It's upbeat about 2023. That just came out. Breaking Tesla stock down 0.7 of a percentage point. After hours are mixed fourth quarter. Breaking Tesla fourth quarter adjusted 119 versus consensus 113. Alberto, yep, here we go. 143.99, 143.98, 143.49. All indications are negative on Tesla at the moment. On IBM, let's take a look on IBM stock. We closed at 140.70. We're at 141 in the aftermarket, up 30 cents on IBM, 131.35. Tesla, 143.66, 143.89, 143.79, negative 60-odd cents on Tesla. DQ, what do we want? Tesla 100 or Tesla 200, or are we good either way? We're probably good either way, but let's see what it does. 140.64 on IBM, down 6 cents now. So IBM is negative after posting good results. I don't know. What can I tell you? It's wild. It's wacky. What can I say? We're happy either way this stock wants to go. 140.89 on IBM, up 19. Tesla 144.49, up 6 at CNBC, 144.73, up 30 on MarketWatch. Tesla's now positive. IBM is positive in the after hours at the moment. That's what we have happening right here, right now. Thank you all so very much for your support, kind words, donations, and everything else. You guys are awesome today, as you always are. 143 thumbs ups. Thank you guys for that. Mirko, how would you buy and sell as fast as a normal person? Maybe Pablo Escobar is one of your relatives. DQ, it's pronounced YBM, Uncle Bruce. Mr. Premium, DQ, my stink is set for 111, so that would work. There you go. 140.05 on YBM, 144.98, up 55 on Tesla, 144.50 on Tesla, both positive quotes at the moment. Matthew, I think shorts are going to try and cover as much as they can before Fed rate hike announcement next week. Well, we'll follow that. We'll see if that's for real or not. We'll find out. The Dow did gain 988, and the S&P lost 0.73, and the NASDAQ down 21 points. Final numbers for the markets today. And there we are. So not much in the way of change, is it? Nothing. A couple of bucks either way. Pennies either way. We're not moving so far in the after hours for Tesla. Nothing much happening. We'll probably have to hear about the conference call, and then we'll see overnight and tomorrow morning what analysts think, and we'll follow it from there. I'll be here for that. But in the meantime, I'll be back at 8 o'clock tonight. Prime time with your pal, Uncle Bruce, at 8 o'clock for Gold Bagel members. We'll cover Tesla tonight, talk about it, see what happened in the after hours. Then I'll see all the rest of you tomorrow at 8 o'clock and 8:30 in the morning, depending if you're a Gold Bagel member or not. And we'll go on an hour before the opening and cover this market, see what's going on. IBM is now up 80 cents to 141.50. Tesla down 38 and 6, depending on which market you believe it's trading at. more accurately. Alberto, Uncle, you can have one of your old hedge fund buddies assign my cover calls. I'd be a nice donation. Thank you very much. Alberto, see y'all tonight on the Gold Session Show. Alberto, have a good night, folks. See everyone tomorrow. All right, guys, have a good evening. Until 8 o'clock tonight, we'll see you for Gold Bagel members and have another good evening after that. Otherwise, I'll see all of you tomorrow for another day of fun. DQ, Alberto, I'll assign your Teslas if you assign my Modernas. DQ, assign, please. There you go. All right, guys, catch you this evening at 8 o'clock. I'm going to put the notice up now that show is coming on tonight. And we'll see you later on the Gold Bagel Prime Time Show. JR, later all. Hey, having fun with Uncle Bruce tonight. Okay, guys, take her easy. We'll see you later. Bye for now.